Hey everybody, what's up? It's been a little bit. The life's been fun and interesting and all that lovely good stuff, but I figured I would go ahead and bring some stuff back for y'all. Maybe get a little bit more into magic a little bit, do some few things here and there. But I digress. We'll jump into those stuff later. So today we're going to be playing a deck type that I have been wanting to make for a little bit. It is literally a dungeon deck. The entire point of the deck is to venture into the dungeon and to complete as many dungeons as we can throughout the format here. So it is a tricolor deck. It is white, blue, black. Actually, believe it or not, I think this is one of the first. This is the first tricolor deck I think on the channel. So we run things like Yuan-Ti Malison for whenever it attacks alone, you can venture into a dungeon. There's 3 different dungeons. Mad Mage is probably the best one, but it's the longest one to get through. I run Cleric Classes for life gain and putting 1/1 counters on cards. Pretty much things that will help me get more draw power. Pretty much anything that will help me venture into the dungeon, and some general removal like Murder, Precipitous Drop, which we can also use to venture into dungeons. And when we complete dungeons, we get bonus effects on cards. So in general, very cool mechanic, and of course, you know, my signature board wipes, I gotta have at least 2. I mean, come on, Doomskar is pretty good, standard. Also things like Cave of Frost Dragon, in case we need to create dragons, Hall of Storm Giants, just for some extra beefiness. Eye of the Tyrant Eye, same thing, and then just some spice to kind of round it out. So we'll do our standard 3-game fanfare, see how it plays, and I will make sure to put the actual description box with the deck in there. So yeah, we'll go and get started on this. Just some general like housekeeping bits before we kind of get going into it. So magic videos will not be once a week. Going back into this, I think that that's a little too much for me personally. I think we'll do more maybe once every 2 weeks or so. Just so I can kind of give myself some more time to find the deck type that I really want to build. So this opening hand is good if I can get a plane. If I can get an island, this will be good because I can have stuff trigger an additional time. But we do have some removal, so we'll keep the opening hand. Also, I did get the extra life sleeves. Not, I'll drop that and pass. Alright, 2 greens, so he should be playing something at this point. He's just looking to see what my land does. Either playing dual color or green stompies. My brain says not green stompies, because that's not really... Oh, maybe he is. He's playing some ramps. Okay. And we drop coins, Foretell. Just in case he plays like a duress or something at some point, if he gets the mana. Oh, he is just playing mono green. That's pretty wholesome. Actually, we should play the swamp here. And we'll go ahead, we'll enchant that, because I don't want him doing that. We're going to venture into the dungeon here. We're going to do the middle one because we want to scry what our deck is, see what we get. No. I want to try to dig for that island. Hit for 3 this turn, that's fine. And again. Play this to venture into the dungeon again. And if we complete a dungeon when we attack, we can get a creature card from our graveyard with a value of 3 or less. So, pretty solid overall. It's a pretty good card. It's effectively a Sun Titan for additional mana, but for less mana. So we're going to actually go ahead and make a treasure token here since we're not getting what we need. So at least on our next turn, we can have an island, and we can then trigger the effects of our dungeons an additional time. So that's the thing about this deck. Even if you get mana screwed, there are ways around it. Now watch, I'll probably draw an island on my next upkeep, ironically here. I'm waiting for the rabid bite because I know it's coming and I know he has it. Being very passive on his card plays, and I do appreciate. Yeah, that's totally fine. He's gonna hit me for 4 this turn. Yep, there's our island that we needed. Cool. So we'll go ahead, play this. And honestly, I probably should have board wiped first, but it's fine. Play that too, and we'll pass that. So I probably should block this and not go down to 10, but he'll probably just kill my Pashar anyway. So in fact, it'd be kind of weird if he didn't have another one of those clear shots. Yep. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna clear shot into Runeseeker, and then I'll have to block. Okay, yeah, I'm just not gonna be able to do anything this game, essentially. So when he swings, I'm gonna block, killing his creature. Fine. He has trample, so whatever. I go down. I'm gonna go ahead and just board wipe right now. Play the Eye. Play Gargoyle. Enter into the dungeon. Each opponent loses a life, you gain a life. Yeah, sure, I'm fine with that. And this is the other reason too that I have these like type of lands, is because I can actually play stuff. Now this is an interesting card. Basically, if I do not complete a particular dungeon, it's just a way for me to keep getting dungeon triggers. It's a way for me to keep constantly venturing into them. So we completed a dungeon here, which is going to be great. Cool, now we got a 3/4 flyer. That's the shortest dungeon to complete, but it really helps us for draw power. Next turn. Oh, that's pretty gross. So I want my opponent to get rid of his hand. We're gonna do that. Because I think that's a mana value of 3 or more, right? Yeah. So. Discard your hand, please. Get rid of that. Then we're gonna go ahead. Play this. That card, me either way, like even if I block, like, I mean, I probably shouldn't have attacked. I probably should have just blocked, honestly, but I'm being greedy. Okay, he hit for 4 this turn, going down to 8. He exiles 4 cards from my graveyard. You gain 1 life for each non-creature, and then he gets a 1/1 counter for whatever. So he will more than likely win this game unless I draw some removal or another board wipe of some kind. I think the issue really here is that him getting rid of my Pashar is really bad. Yeah, there you go. We got 7/7. Luckily, guess what? Murder. Then target non-permanent hands. Bounce that back. Make him play it again on his next upkeep and swing. He'll play it again. He'll draw a card. Actually, I won't draw a card. What? Here's what we're gonna do. We'll cast Nadaar. Paladin. When it enters, we'll venture. We're actually gonna do. I really need to start getting some spice. We'll do this one. Totally fine. That boy for 2. Bounce it back. Scry 1. Open, bar the gate is pretty good. But I don't think we need that right now. And then... honestly, I want to wait and see what my opponent has. I could swing, and he just choose not to block, and then I just have to block with my Paladin anyway. So... actually, no, there's no reason for me not to attack. He can just... either he takes 4 or doesn't block. So... he wants to draw power anyway, so... I'll block with my Paladin. Because he probably has like a Rabid Bite or something in hand anyway. That's a gigantic. If I don't block, I'll go to 5. Yep, there we go. No blocks. Go to 5. And we drew... alright, cool. Do that. Make this cost 1. Cost 2, rather. That. Target creature can't attack until your next turn. Submit. Choosing Gigantosaurus. Deck in general is very fun, but pretty much it's kind of like a party deck. If you don't have the cards to really go with it, it doesn't necessarily work the way it needs to. And it's kind of the problem. I put a lot of the class cards in this deck just because I feel like they all have their versatilities. They're very good. And he's going to be drawing, what, 3 cards a turn now? I mean, I'm going to be swinging on my upkeep regardless with this Triumphant Adventurer, so it doesn't matter. And if you swing, I'm just going to block and kill whatever you swing with. Really interesting. Why would you even keep that? I mean, I guess it's good, but... we'll do this. We'll venture into the dungeon. We're gonna scry 2. Ew. Okay, that's bad. Double swampies. Swing. Two 1/1s. Because I have first strike, guess what? My card doesn't die. We might be able to recover. If we recover, this will be a really good comeback. I also tapped out wrong for swamp. I shouldn't have done 2 and 2. I should have tapped out a white. He's gonna swing out with his 10/10 and his 4/4 this turn. I already know he is. And I'll just kill his 4/4. What do I have in my graveyard right now? Do I have anything in the CMC of 3 or less? I do. I have the Gargoyle. Really? That's an interesting choice. What card does he have in hand? He has something that gives his card trample? He does not. That is an interesting choice. Play Swampy Boy. Play him to venture. If he wants to let me. Try 3. This is where the manipulation comes in, because you notice our next thing, we can cast our next spell without paying its cost. So we'll keep it like this. Actually, we won't keep it like this. I don't need that creature right now. Well, another blocker would be good. Do that. Just for Warm Fuzzy, we'll do it again. Because why not? Just keep venturing. That's literally the whole point of the deck. Venturing into the dungeons. The more recursion we have, the better off we are. So Mad Wizard's Lair, the top 3, pick one, play it without paying its mana cost. We got 3, so in Negate and Island, it's kind of a bad hit. So then we'll just venture again anyway. We'll choose Mad Mage again. When we attack, we'll get 2 triggers. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Galaxy braining. I'm thinking ahead here. So we'll scry 1. Target creature can't attack until their next turn, which will be good for us. And then we can get 3 triggers. So actually, I think 2. That one. Gain a life. And then swing. Double trigger. I don't really care if my 4/4 dies at this point. We're gonna scry 1. Honestly, that's really spicy. Just having another one of those out is really good. We're gonna return that bad boy to the battlefield. We venture again, by the way. So there's 2 triggers on the stack for it. So target creature can't attack until your next turn. Pick Giganosaurus. And something on his field dies automatically, regardless of anything on mine. Alright, both our cards die. Cool. Let's make that sacrifice. I'm down with it. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and negate that. So both our cards die. Take your turn. And your Giganosaurus doesn't attack on your upkeep, but you get 2 triggers, so you draw 2 cards. I guess 3. So you reload your hand, which is fine. And then what? Swing with your 3/3 and I block with a 4/5? Yeah, I think you're just dead. I actually think he's just dead. Play that. Him. Enter. Scry 2. Okay, that's pretty good. Now, my next one is, you may play them. All right, do I have 2 black? I only have 1, so it's not going to help me here. So instead, create 2 more 1/1s. So we'll just do that. But I already don't have card draw, so it's fine. Attack, attack, attack. Yeah, we're just going to swing out. Try it. Keep it on top. I probably shouldn't have done that, truthfully. Ambush its lair. Cast Murder for free, killing Giganosaurus, and that's GG. This deck has so much recursion, and that's why it's good. The fact that I can just dig for whatever I need to dig for. Like that. I just want to point out, this one game was 18 minutes. And I was at 6 life and came back and won. He's eating 13 damage, like, right now. Like, there's no actual way he can live this. He has... Unless he has, like, gigantic growth or something ridiculous in his hand, which I don't think that's even in standard. That's in standard, so. And we got there. Let's go. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that just feels good. That was a good first game. We got time for 1 more. I'll play 1 more. Normally I do 3, but with how this deck plays, it's very finicky. So we got 1 more. I got 1 more good game in me, and then we'll call it for this video because it's gonna run too long. And I know you guys probably wouldn't be interested. There's some other background stuff, I guess, before the next game. I will be streaming Tuesdays and Fridays as of right now. Final Fantasy 14 on Tuesdays, Neo 2 on Fridays over at my Twitch channel. I'm coming back and doing that. Things have kind of gotten a lot better for me, just in my own headspace, so I feel that I am ready. Oh, I think my game just crashed. Like 90% sure my game just crashed. Oh, we're doing it live, people. I don't even care. I'm not even going to cut this out. I'm just going to leave it in for editing purposes because it's just hilarious. Y'all can see how jank the Wizards Arena client is sometimes, where they update it and then it just causes issues and stuff crashes. Yeah, I'm like 90% sure it crashed. Oh, yep, there we go. Crashed. Let me open up Arena again. Yeah, we'll do one more game and then we'll call it. But yeah, so Tuesday is Final Fantasy 14. I'm gonna be leveling my Samurai, and then Fridays is going to be Neo 2. You can find all that stuff over on my Twitch page. And I might do variety streams between here and there, just kind of periodically throughout or whatever. But outside of that, I mean, that's it. I might do Forza Horizon 5 coverage. I'm not sure. I don't think people would be interested in that. Oh, this hand is abysmal. Unless I get a swamp. Is it bad I want to keep this? Let's mulligan. You know, this is worse, but I'm going to keep it and just put a Cleric Class on the bottom. I should have just kept the first hand. Welcome to this deck, ladies and gentlemen, where it's... Oh, is this zombos? This zombies? This might be mono black. Oh, no. Green red. Green red. Red black. Rakdos? Oh, great. He has the stupid bat that just... Oh, I hate that. I hate that stuff. Okay, he hit for 1. 19. And again, drawing another card that we do not need. That's the thing. If you get a good hand, like, you won't get mana screwed, but then sometimes you just do. So it's either... I could probably round it out a little better, but honestly, this deck, at least for me in my experience, and I was making it before, just seems to only work really good in tricolor. It doesn't seem to work good in anything else. So... At least now we have enough mana for a counter. It really matters, so any creature they play. Especially if they get some jank going on. Alright, let's see. You know, that's like not even that good. They can keep that. They didn't use any treasure for it. It's just like a 2/2 at that point, too. So it's not like really bad. There's the plains. Here we go. Alright, so let's go ahead first. We're gonna venture into the dungeon. We're gonna go ahead, and I think because of the mana problem that we're running into, we're gonna use Cave Entrance. Hey, truth. Actually, yeah, we'll keep that. We still have an island in hand, so. Unless he has a... Does he have enough for murder? Yeah, he has enough for murder. He has enough to kill this, but he has a murder. Murder is standard, so I'm just waiting on it. I don't have counter spell open, so I can't. Yep, there we go. Dragon's Fire, Real Dragon, and yep, Goldspan Dragon, super broken card. So I now know he has that, so I'm just gonna counter that on his upkeep. Now that I know that he has it. Drop. So I need at least 3 mana. So pay 1. I'll do this. Unless you're running some sort of weird thing that allows you to have counters for enchantment. I know you're playing Goldspan Dragon. Like, you wouldn't reveal that unless you're going to play it on your upkeep. Goldspan Dragon is so good. Yeah, no. Sorry, homie. I'm gonna need 3 more damage. You're not getting that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make a treasure token. Down to 11. We're gonna go ahead and play a Veteran Dungeoneer. Veteran Dungeoneer. Jeez, what's wrong with me? Ugh. That, then truly I could play Rogue Class or Cleric Class. thinking we need to get a card out early here just for something. We'll play Rogue. You know what? Just in case, we'll hold off on treasure and just see what we get. Because I want to see what the next card we draw is, and I'll determine. Because we only have 1 plains, and I think I have a couple cards that are 2 plains decks, so I don't want to. Hold on, because I have a 3/4 blocker. Create a treasure token, cool, and he can crack the treasure, and he has a card that allows him to probably do more damage. Ooh, never roll attack, roll D20. Nice, pretty good, pretty solid. Great treasure tokens, essentially. So. Oop, okay, yep, there we go. That's what I was looking for. But honestly, board wiping right now is not a bad idea. So we're gonna go to combat. We'll swing, see what we can kill. Probably should have played Delver's Torch first, then equipped it, and then done it. Honestly, just to get an additional venture in the dungeon trigger, but it's fine. I mean, effectively nothing happens. They just bounce off each other, so... Next. Sure. And we'll just go ahead and board wipe. Just because his field was kind of getting too out of hand for me to deal with anyway. Ooh, that's spicy. Anything it targets it, I have to discard a card. Okay, that's not horrible though. Yeah, I'm not getting anything that's gonna allow me to venture in the dungeons right now other than the card in my hand. So just make sure I tap the right amount. I'm gonna manually tap here. Oh, man, that was a misplay, but whatever. So sure, we'll play Rogue Class and then pass back. Let him have his turn. I forgot it was 3, not 2. So I should have just done 1, 2. Well, I just wouldn't have had enough mana, so. You're probably gonna lose this one. I'm just being honest, y'all. He just got 4 1/1 counters on that thing. I'm dead next turn unless I have something that allows me to remove it. Yep, and I don't have anything, so yeah, that's GG. I'll let him beat me, and then that's where we'll call it. 1-1's not horrible, but this is pretty much how the deck plays. I mean, it's either you are lucky enough to get card recursion that you need to draw stuff, or you don't. Now I could probably put like draw spells or things in this deck, but because I exclusively only wanted things that would allow me to venture into dungeons, I figured that was probably just the right way to go. That's just me though. Oh yeah, I gotta pass. Whoops. And that's GG. It's not even letting me like click on it to say good game. All right, there you guys go. That was Enter the Dungeon. A very fun deck that I enjoyed making and building. As I said before, the actual deck list will be in the description below. Along with my other links where you can find me, where I post updates on Twitter and things like that and all that. So yeah, see y'all in probably like 2 weeks for another video. We'll be covering some stuff, and we'll also be covering Innistrad Midnight Vow, where I'm gonna try to make a standard vampire deck, and we'll see how that works. I'm hoping it'll be good. I think from the card previews I've seen, it's kind of meh overall, but red does have an extra turn spell for some reason, so you know, silver linings. I digress. Either ways, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.